Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How about that win last night? How about them Bolts? Back from the dead.
Yeah.
We are live here on Everything Lightning podcast, season number 9, episode number 4, not including the little pre-shows and recap shows that we've done here and there. I am Joey Lightning, your host, and this is the Great Hydro.
Hello.
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 Can't see your medal there.
Oh, no.
There you go.
This is only to world champions.
Yes. Only world champions wear these. So, we just got back from a beautiful dinner. Beautiful dinner. At my favorite Italian place here in Tennessee. It is called the Angry.
You were calling it just the Mad Italian, and then all of a sudden, I kept on reminding you, it's not the Mad Italian, it's the Angry Italian.
What the hell's the difference? Mad, angry. What's the difference?
Come on.
Ah, look who's making an appearance.
It's like, no, wait a minute here.
It's Miss Molly. For all you people out there that don't know Molly. There you go. He lowered there you go. Molly's getting some love in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't get enough attention. Now she's got Oreo now.
She don't get enough attention.
She don't get enough attention. That's because she's up sleeping in the damn...
in the window.
In the tree, in the window there. Sleeps for hours.
She's probably like, I'm new mommy.
Yeah, she goes, now I'm a new mommy now. I'm a new mommy. I got a daughter. Now. I got to take care of the daughter. But the daughter's on the futon sleeping at what time? Not even 7 o'clock. And Oreo's sleeping already. So now Oreo will sleep hopefully through the night and not wake Daddy up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Hopefully she'll sleep through it. But anyway, welcome to this edition of Everything Lightning. We're going to start off with... the recap, we got revenge on the Dallas Stars, which was nice. The Lightning came out fired up. I mean, they really needed to win that game. It's been a long time since, we lost 4 in a row. And, the doubters, they were...
Yeah, we were like, weren't we like, didn't you just say, like, we were talking about that. We were like, that, well, you were mainly just saying like, well, we had lost like 3 in a row. We were losing like 3 in a row there, and then but we never lost 4 in a row.
Well, Dallas whooped our ass, and that really that was a caning. That Andrei Vasilevsky gave up a lot of goals that game, and we don't want to recap that because that's in our past. So we don't want to bring that up. We want to bring up last night's victory. Andrei Vasilevsky was Andrei Vasilevsky. The defense actually did their job and did a really good job in front of the net, helping Vasi out. But Vasi was just back to himself. I guess he really just wanted to get revenge on that embarrassing loss. Again, we don't have to talk about that because, that's in the past. But we're going to go into a deep dive into the Dallas-Tampa Bay rematch, and it turned out to be a very good rematch. It turned out to be a victory for us, get us back in the win column, and shut up those sore losers that were saying the season's over. And I'm surprised they haven't done the fire Cooper thing yet. But they're saying a lot. Certain players are not producing, and it's ugly and everything. We do have something funny to talk about, but I'll save that for later because that was one of our dinner conversations when we were eating at the Angry Italian, and I did say it right this time.
Not the Mad Italian.
Well, If I say it's the Mad Italian, it's the Mad Italian. But if I want
Well, it's
somebody,
not really the name of it, though.
if I want somebody to go to the place and find it, then I'll tell them it's the Angry Italian in downtown Bristol. How's that?
Yeah, but yeah. For the longest time, you were just saying that it's the. Well, you want to go to the Mad Italian? And I'm like, what? Where's that at?
It's right up your ass. All right, so the Mad Italian was very good. I had lasagna, which is 10 stars. I know you're only supposed to, do scale of 1 to 5.
And we're breaking it.
I'm breaking the damn scale. It was a perfect 10. Angry Italian, baby.
We're gonna do the Ty Dillinger.
Yeah. I love this show. I love it. And this is going to be a great week. And tonight we're doing this, but you know what's going to be the most exciting part about this week? Thursday.
2 more days.
Tell everybody what we're doing on Thursday, because I tell everybody, and I seem to remind everybody like 24/7 about where we're going and what we're doing. But I figure I'll put it on you because people get tired of me saying it.
Yeah, because I think you talk a little bit too much. I think.
I got to get the gab, baby. I didn't get anywhere being quiet. I've been doing this for 9 years.
I think that's a New York idea.
I should be the Angry Italian.
That's that Mad Italian.
Yes, the Mad Italian. I am actually very, very calm. I'm very calm. But I love the lasagna. Hide or tell everybody what we're doing Thursday, and then we'll talk about the Lightning game.
So on Thursday, I get to go to my first hockey game. So
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So I get to go to see my 2 teams play against each other.
And in case anybody hasn't, for the past 3 years that Hydro's been here, he's a Nashville Predators fan. So don't hold it against him.
Please don't. Yeah.
But he is going to be wearing one of my Lightning jerseys.
That's because I ain't got my own jersey.
That's because he doesn't have a Predators jersey.
I ain't got a Predators jersey or a Lightning jersey, so technically
He doesn't have either one.
I don't have either one. So,
so
and really, I never really thought that, this guy over here. I never really thought I'd even be going to a hockey game. I told him in the car, I was like, I thought I'd be going to a NFL game before I go to a hockey game.
Well, this is a year of firsts because the history on Hyder is he's never been on a plane before. I got him on a plane to Florida.
Yeah.
So he came to Florida. We packed up the stuff, got the car, got the cat, came to Bristol.
Came back.
Moved into a 3-bedroom. Well, I moved into the 3-bedroom where one of the rooms is our studio now, which I thought was genius that we have a studio, because
Technically, I think this is the war room.
this is the war room.
We need to make it get a sign.
We're working on signs. I'd like to get the war room too. I'm gonna have to tell my connection there. She's working on an ID for the room. It's the sign's gonna say everything Lightning podcast, and then under it's gonna be wrestling MMA.
Yeah.
So, and then I'll have her do a sign saying war room. That would be great. I'd love that. We could actually shut the door. On this side, we'll have the identification of what the office is. And then on our side, inside, we'll have the war room on that.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Okay.
So I'll have her make a sign.
I mean, it could have just been war room on there. It could have just been like war room right on there. And then it could just be war room. That's all I could say.
Just a war room?
Just war room. And then
Just
everybody could
war room?
war room. And then they could be like, what?
What? Oh, then we go with the what?
And then be like, oh, that's the office technically. Technically.
Yeah.
But that's war room.
But one thing we won't be saying on there is yeet.
Yeah, we're not going to go into that.
Nice going, WWE. Somebody had the rights to that. They came out with all those yeet shirts.
You want one of those yeet shirts?
And our little buddy Dylan there decided that he was going to order the yeet shirts. And now he doesn't know if he's going to get the yeet shirts because the yeet shirts have been banned. They won't allow them to.
Tell him that, yeah, I think that he wanted to get you one too, didn't he?
I don't think so. No, there's no truth to that. Dylan, get me a Christmas present, and it's a yeet shirt. No, I wouldn't. No.
You want a yeet shirt?
I do not want a yeet shirt. I want an angry Italian shirt.
Yeah, you know what I did? So I went over to. I literally did the other day. I was like, I was out with my brother-in-law and my wife and my brother-in-law's girlfriend. And I was like, hand me he like literally threw the salt back down. And I was like, no, pick that salt back up. And he was like, I was like, you forgot to do this. Yeet. I was like, you forgot to throw it. Yeet.
Yeet. Okay, there's no more yeet. It's over with. Done. And that, no. Dylan's like, well, if they have it, I'm going to wear it regardless because I paid for it. And they're like, well, they're going to stop the presses. They're not going to make them anymore. I
think they have like one size left. I'm not for sure exactly. That's what I read.
It was out of stock last time I looked.
I think they only have like one size left from what I saw. From what I read. I'm not sure if they have any at all now.
Yeah.
Might not have any at all now.
All right, so we're going to get into we still have some more funny stories. And believe me, it's pretty funny, that one story. It's too bad I don't have that little noisemaker machine that I used to have. You remember I used to have a noisemaker? I used to have a noisemaker, and what I'm talking about with Bassy there, with the interview.
Oh.
I used to have one of those things that made the noise, but I don't have it anymore. So I can't do that. Otherwise, I'd be doing making the noise. So we'll get to that. But I want to make one thing perfectly clear. It was not the reporter. Okay, it was not the reporter that did it. It was actually one of the players that Andrei Vasilevsky was standing near that caused that interference. But I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because we're not that far into the show. So we're going to go into the revenge game, as I call it, as the Mad Italian.
Mad Italian.
Mad Italian. I got to get a Mad Italian shirt. They got an angry Italian shirt right there in the front. Angry Italian shirt.
Let's see if you can buy it. I'll buy one. I think you can buy one.
I'm pretty sure I can. I am a Mad Italian. The Italian, the New York side of me is the Mad Italian, I guess. But
I got a little bit of New York in me, so.
Yes, you do. You do. You should.
I'm half New York.
You should be proud. You should be proud.
My dad tells me that all the time. So
the temper is the mad. Yeah. Well, Hyder deals with a lot more drama than me, but when I was living in Florida, there was a lot of drama in Florida, a lot, and I needed to get away from it, and I got away from it. So I'm happy. Yes, I'm away from it. Thank you. Thank you to my sister. Thank you to my family. Everybody that had something to do with it. Hyder, of course, introducing me to lovely Bristol. Of course, I'd rather be in Johnson City, but, beggars can't be choosers, man. I got a place. So I'm happy. We got a studio, plenty of room. Molly's been running up and down the hallways with Oreo. I would bring in Oreo, but Oreo's sleeping right now, and I don't think Oreo would be too happy about getting on the air right now when she's like really sleeping right now. And I know we've seen Molly already in the beginning of the show, but if Oreo comes around, we'll be glad to swipe him up and introduce you to Oreo. But he's not available right now. He's passed out. Okay, so we're going to recap the first period. At 7:47, Nikita Kucherov, his 16th goal of the season, assisted by Sergei and Stamkos, 1-0 Lightning. At 18:21, Anthony Cirelli, or Tony Cirelli, whichever, scores his 4th goal of the season, assisted by Cernak and Kucherov. It's 2-0 Bolts at the end of the first period. Second period was nothing happening. Andrei Vasilevsky was the Great Wall again. You know, he took a beating. You know, they pulled him. He doesn't like to get pulled. Cooper said that he didn't want to get pulled, but you know it was necessary for him to get pulled to save the embarrassment. So we go into the third period now. I compare this guy to our Alex Ovechkin with no teeth, Glendening. Have you ever seen Glendening? He's got like missing teeth all over in the front here. And he smiles and he's not ashamed to show you his empty teeth that's missing. So Glendening scored his 4th goal of the season and it was unassisted at 3:05 of the third period. It's 3-0 Lightning and we're on our way. You know, Vasi was stellar. There was no way that they were going to get anything past him. He was the Great Wall, and it was good to see. At 12:12, Anthony Cirelli, his 5th unassisted 4-0 Lightning win in front of a full house, 19,092. Despite the fact that the Lightning are 11-10-5, the Lightning fans are still selling out the building, still showing up, which is great. I'm very proud that they're showing up to the games, regardless that they're not dominating and they're not being the old Lightning, you know, just like in first place right now. They're not. They're struggling a little bit to find their chemistry. And that losing streak, there was a lot of frustrated fans that were very angry. And, you know, it gets frustrating, you know, when, you know, we as fans, we're so used to seeing the Lightning win and everything that, you know, we start losing like that and everybody starts panicking and hitting the, you know, the little button there. Oh, we need to start firing people because, you know, we're not that good and we're not dominating like we used to be. You know, we're not, you know, a top. But let me tell you something. It's an 82-game season, folks. Just an example. The New York Rangers are in first place. They are dominant right now. But let's see where they are. I got Ranger fans out there that are friends of mine. Let's see what happens at the end of the season. Let's see them in the playoffs. Let's see how they do when it really matters. Because the Rangers, quite frankly, haven't been all that great. And, you know, be hard-pressed to, you know, it's been so long since they were, you know, relevant. And now this year they're having a kick-ass season, yes, so far. But it's early. Let's see what happens when you're 40 games into the season or 60 games into the season. And then you're, you know, your last couple of 22 games or whatever. Let's see where they are at the end, folks. You know, it's a long season. And, you know, I keep on telling everybody this. Don't get your hopes up too high. Don't get your hopes up too high because this is a long season. So I'm hoping that people take my advice and don't get overconfident from an overachieving team like the New York Rangers are right now. All right, let's see what's up now. We're going to go into, I think we're going to go into the standings right now because the standings are so early in the season. Again, you know, it's okay to be excited. They're you know, they got such a good record, 18-4-1 with 37 points. You know, they're really having a great season and stuff like that. But it's early in the season. and there's plenty of games to go. So, despite the fact that they have 37 points and they're 23 and 18, they're 23 games played, 18 and 4, 37 points. Carolina, Philadelphia, Washington, the Islanders, Pittsburgh, New Jersey, and Columbus are in that division, and they're all stacked up. So, like I said, it's early. Anything can happen. Just have to wait and see, how that goes in that conference. I'm just like, all right, well, like I said, again, it's early, and anything can happen. So that's I'm sticking with that. You can get off to a great start and still not, be there at the end. And at this point, as I speak, Boston is tied with the Rangers, and Vegas is tied with Boston and the Rangers. So it's a three-way tie for the best record. Let's see. 18 and 4 Rangers, 17 and 4 Boston, and 16 and 5 Vegas. All have 37 points. Vancouver's got 33 points. Colorado's got 32 points. LA's got 31 points. Dallas has got 31 points. Florida's got 30. Winnipeg's got 30. Detroit's got 29. Carolina's got 29. See how I mean by bunched up. So anything can happen. It is early in the season. It's way too early. So I don't care who's in first place this early in the season. It's irrelevant, because whether the answer to the question is, will they be there in the end of the season and ready for the playoffs? Will they deliver when it counts the most? So number 77 was set to appear in game number 1,000, obviously last night, following an emotional pregame ceremony to honor Victor Hedman. The Lightning turned the 4-game losing streak and finally got it done. Hedman, the number 2 overall pick in the 2009 draft behind John Tavares, owns nearly every conceivable franchise record for a defenseman. He won the Norris Trophy as the league's top defenseman in 2018. Hedman was the 2020 Conn Smythe Trophy winner as playoff MVP, and he's won 2 cups to his credit. On Monday night, Hedman became the first defenseman in Lightning history and third player in franchise history to appear in 1,000 games in a Lightning jersey. He was honored for his accomplishments in a pregame ceremony, which was pretty awesome. There was a pre-taped video narrated by Steven Stamkos and highlighted Hedman's career. A handful of former teammates included congratulatory messages from Andre Palat, Alex Killorn, Pat Maroon, and Ryan McDonough. Hedman was joined by his wife, Sana, and the 2 boys, Rio and Vigio, along with his parents and brothers. Hedman was presented a series of gifts by his teammates, along with commemorative silver stick presented by owner Jeff Vinik. Thunderbug also delivered a pair of mini silver sticks to the boys. It was an emotional presentation for Victor Hedman, just minutes before he had to take the ice to play the game. Pretty damn special, man. Pretty damn special. Monday marked the 5th start of the season for Andrei Vasilevskiy since returning back from his surgery. His numbers were not kind, with 1 win in 4 games with an uncharacteristic 3.87 goals against average and a .859 save percentage. Some of Vassie's rust showed up in Saturday's game against Dallas, and he was pulled after 6 goals through 2 periods, which is very un-Vassie-like. So obviously you're going to pull. Even though Cooper really he doesn't have a history of pulling a goaltender, I think he needed to do that to save Vassie the embarrassment. He didn't want to come out of the game, Cooper said. But, on Monday, against the same team, Vasilevskiy stopped all 25 shots he faced to record his first shutout of the season, his 6th all-time against Dallas in the regular season, and as I pointed out in my after game notes, that was his 33rd of his career with 1 game. His goals against average dropped to 3.03, and his new save percentage rose to 8.887. So Vasi's back. It had to be hard for him to go through that, giving up that many goals in that much time. Had to. Okay, so another star that we need to talk about, obviously, is Nikita Kucherov. Continues to be the quiet superstar that everybody talks about, or few people talk about. But Kuch opened the scoring in the first period for his 16th goal of the season, second most in the league. Later in the first period, he registered the secondary assist on Anthony Cirelli's first goal of his 26th assist of the season, second most in the league. Kucherov now currently has 42 points, 6 more than any other player in the league. And Kucherov extended his scoring streak to 10 games, his 8th career scoring streak at least 10 games, passing Patrick Kane and David Pastrnak for 4th most among active players, only behind McDavid, Cynthia Crosby, and Leon Draisaitl. Those are big names. Did I say Sydney? Or did I say Cynthia? Oops.
Well, we weren't getting any. We're getting the comments, but we're not getting them. It's not showing up on there. So I'm having to.
Okay.
I'm commenting in the chat though.
Okay.
I'll comment in the chat.
Kucherov has assisted in 10 consecutive games to tie the franchise record, also accomplished by Marty St. Louis 2 times and Brad Richards. It also matches the longest assist streak in the league this season. Kucherov recorded his 215th career multi-point game, tying Ken Hodge for 135th most in the league history. Pretty damn good. Saturday's loss at Dallas, every Lightning skater finished with minus rating, with the exception of Austin Watson. Now, did I not tell you about Austin Watson today? The reason why I say it, remember that name, Austin Watson, because he's going to be brought up later in the show. Okay. On Monday, 15 of the 18 Tampa Bay Lightning skaters finished with a plus rating. 15 of the 18. Only the line combination of Tanner Jeannot, Nick Paul, and Mikey Eyssimont finished with an even rating. So, the game notes, I just go over them real quick. Tampa Bay scratch Hayden Fury and Cole Kapuki. Kapuki. His name is Kapuki.
Kapuki.
Yeah. Cole Kapuki.
Cole Kapuki.
Koepke. Kapuki.
Whoever named their kid that must have not really liked their kid.
There are names worse than that, trust me.
Oh, I know.
There's a few that are really disturbing names. We won't get into that.
Yeah. Some people just hate their kids too.
Luke Glendening recorded his 4th goal of the season, surpassing his total from all last season with Dallas. Eric Cernak recorded his 80th career point, one short of Milian Yurcirina for 6th most and a Slovakian defenseman. Anthony Cirelli, or Tony Cirelli, whichever turns you on, recorded his 7th career multi-goal game and his first since February 11th against Dallas. Hedman is the 7th Swedish-born defenseman to appear in 1,000 career games in the NHL. Monday's game featured 0 shots on goal for either power play unit. Both teams were only called for 2 minutes apiece, resulting in just 2.06 of power play time for each team. Okay, my stars. Well, you got to give it to Hedman, because the reason why I give it to Hedman is because it was his 1,000th career game, plus 1 4 shot attempts and 2 block shots. So Victor got the first star. The second star went to Lightning goalie Andrei Vasilevsky. Stopped all 25 shots for his 33rd career shutout and his first since April 1st. Way to go, Vasi.
Yep.
And the third star got to be Anthony or Tony Cirelli, whatever turns you on. 2 goals plus 2 rating and 2 block shots. So Cirelli was the man. But again, congratulations to Andrei Vasilevsky for the shutout on Victor Hedman's special night. So they both shared in the camaraderie and celebrating their revenge against Dallas. So that's my coverage of the Dallas game. You could say that it was perfect because they did shut him out, but all the kudos goes to Andre Vasilevsky because he did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
He did a fantastic job. He shut them down. So we're halfway point of the show. So guess what time it is? It's time to give some accolades and respect. Most of these sponsors have been with us since day one, since 2015 when I started this thing. They are great sponsors. They obviously are in Tampa Bay, but I will say this. I'm starting to formulate a list for Tennessee for 2024. And we're also going to do a toy drive in 2024 here in Tennessee because, quite frankly, that's what I want to do.
I thought about almost asking that about Big Guys being one for, because like since the owner is a big wrestling fan, I thought about doing one or like a wrestling podcast over there.
Really?
Since he's a big wrestling fan.
MMA.
Yeah.
MMA wrestling.
Yeah, I thought about doing wrestling MMA over there.
Well, that's good.
I mean, I'm close by anyways.
You think? That's halfway to here.
We're I'm within walking distance over there.
Yeah.
Technically, I could walk over there. I have walked over there before.
Yeah, well, it's not that far. I mean, I could walk that easily. Oh, I'm going to show off my puck. Stanley Cup champions, 3-time Stanley Cup champions. That's one of my new additions. Stanley Cup champions, 3 times.
Hold it towards the middle a little bit. But yeah, right there.
There you go. That's one of my new ones.
Yeah.
Add that to the collection. And of course, I don't know if Hyder knows this, but I cherish this puck. This is an all-star signed by, let me get it.
Oh, get it right in the middle. Well, yeah.
It?
Get it a little bit this way. Yeah, right there.
That is signed by Nikita Kucherov
Oh,
in the all-star appearance that he appeared in. And I'm blessed to have it. 2018 all-star. Wow. I can't believe I was able to get that. But I have so much stuff. We talk about this. I have very, very difficulty to shop for at Christmas time. Just ask Hyder or just ask any of my friends because I have everything lightning, and hence the name of the show, Everything Lightning.
we talked the other day, or was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday, wasn't it? About who was hanging out with a former UFC fighter.
That was an interesting conversation, and
because I seen it last Wednesday's interview that so I was watching the MMA Hour, which I usually do on Mondays and Wednesdays, which I will try to if it's an interesting interview. Ariel Helwani, the journalist that I usually watch, had former UFC heavyweight champion and light heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier on there. And of course, now he's a commentator for the UFC on the big pay-per-views and stuff. He was golfing with former Olympic gold medalist and former Tampa Bay Lightning player.
retired.
Retired. What was his name?
Dan Boyle.
Dan Boyle. Which that was kind of interesting.
Because I knew it couldn't be Brian Boyle, I was a big fan of Brian Boyle. Several times, every time that Brian Boyle would sign my pucks, sign my sticks, to give to the kids and everything for Mason-Dixon Christmas Wish Dream Fund, which we are still partnering off with. I already sent the donation out on behalf of the Thunder Strikers, and I got the link up on our pages. If you guys want to get involved with the Mason-Dixon Christmas Wish feel free to go to the link and donate to them, and make everybody's Christmas brighter. That's one thing that we do here. So that was interesting, though. Dan Boyle, good player, fun to watch.
That was just real interesting. They were playing golf together. A former UFC fighter
Yep.
with a former
Lightning player.
Lightning player.
You never know. You never know who's hanging out. You just never know.
Yeah.
And we'll find out if we see anybody in Nashville on Thursday.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. I can't wait to try the food downtown. The hotel's right within walking distance of the arena. So we just walk to wherever we want to go to food, dinner and stuff before we go into the game. I like that. I'd like to see the Lightning perform well tomorrow night. It's important. It's a back-to-back. Back-to-backs are tough.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting 2 games on the back-to-back.
Especially like they're in their home field, and then tomorrow, and then
they got to go to Nashville.
Then they got to go to Nashville,
just like we do. But they'll get to Nashville quicker than we will.
Yeah.
Tampa to Nashville is only an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Not even.
Probably not even.
Not even. Uh-oh. That's Molly. Molly. Well, you're going to do the sponsor list, so I'm going to go check on Molly. She's
Okay, so I want to do the sponsor list real
crying.
fast. I'm going to find out. We'll go find out, and I'll do the sponsor list real fast.
Okay.
So the sponsor list is Our Place Dunedin and Clearwater. Brenda's on the Causeway, Dunedin. Ozona Pig, Palm Harbor. Eddie's Dunedin. Eddie's Dunedin. Hurricane Eddie's Dunedin. Snappers Comedy Club, Palm Harbor. Country Boy Dunedin. Massage and Skincare Solutions, Clearwater.
Ooh, your favorite.
Yep. That I never knew that was so close.
It was less than an hour away from us when we were getting off the plane, or you were getting off the plane.
Yeah. Mason Dixon, Christmas Wish Q105 radio station, 104.7 FM.
My Lightning Santa Claus hat.
St. Pete. Santoro.
Santoro.
Pizzeria, Tampa.
Very good pizza.
Forget about it. Food truck, Spring Hill.
Forget about it.
Gulf Coast Nutrition, Palm Harbor. Cafe Connection, Spring Hill.
All this good food. Now I'm getting hungry again.
Gators Dockside, Spring Hill. And last but not least, what this video is on right now is StreamYard.com.
Yay, StreamYard. Can't forget about StreamYard.
I know.
They've been very, very good to us.
Very, very good.
Very, very good to us. No complaints there. So.
See, very, very good right there. StreamYard.
Yeah. Got to mention them. Definitely got to mention them. It's important that we mention them. So, yeah. Now, what I am interested in is tomorrow, do we start Andrei Vasilevsky or do we start JJ? Because we are playing the Penguins. And ironically, the Penguins' record is 11-10-3 with 25 points. Our record is 11-10-5 with 27 points. Do we start Andrei Vasilevsky tomorrow against Pittsburgh? And then we go JJ against The Preds? That's interesting. We'll know in the morning because,
Yeah.
the first skater off the ice, everything like that, and on my pregame report. But I would think Vasi's going to go against Pittsburgh and JJ against the Preds. They could turn it around and make me look bad on that guess. So I'm going to be cautious about it and not make a prediction, but I really think I got a vibe that Vasi's going to start against Pittsburgh. I don't know. Interesting. There's only 4 games tomorrow when we play the Penguins at 7 o'clock. There's the Stars and Panthers, the Golden Knights, or the Golden Bitches, as I usually call them, against the Blues, and the Carolina Hurricanes go up against the Edmonton Oilers. Now, here's an interesting subject here. Let me get rid of my Santa Claus lightning hat here. Now, you told me we were talking about ratings. We were talking about the rankings of the teams, and you had told me that you saw an article about Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, it was like, let me see.
Explain that.
I think it was like hooked on.
Because Edmonton is 9-12.
Let me
and
see.
only 19
What
points.
was it again?
It was the ratings.
It was
rankings.
no. It was a group. It was
It was a group thing.
Yeah, let me see. It was Hooked on Hockey Magazine.
Okay.
Yeah. Hang on a minute.
I just found it funny.
It was Hooked on Hockey Magazine.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it again. So.
Yeah, you sent it to me. I know I saw it.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and find it again now.
You can't find it.
Yeah, here it is. So week 8, superlatives. It's like it had the best team, best center, best defensive man, best rookie, biggest surprise, best goalie, best wingman, and worst team.
Right.
And it had us as the worst team.
Wow.
And best team was the Oilers. And I know that I had, like, when I last looked again, this was a day ago, and, like, my comment got deleted when I said that they were being biased.
Oh, they didn't like your comment.
No, they didn't like my comment. They didn't like a lot of people's comments on there. So they deleted a lot of people's comments. Because they had more comments on there. Now, I think they had about at least 40-some comments that they were saying that they were being very biased. They're down to 19.
Oh, so they really cut a few of them there.
They cut at least over half of them.
Wow. Ain't that something?
So, yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, that Hooked on Hockey, I think they were. I mean, some things like on here it says. I mean, it will show like the main things, like where it says like news. Tampa Bay Lightning defender Victor Hedman has become to play, so and so like player to play in 1,000th career NHL game. Let's see.
That's interesting. That is interesting. So I'll tell you that.
Who will be the first to 50 points?
Well, I guess we'll find out, right?
Yeah.
And of course, this coming, the NHL announced the salary cap expected to rise to $87.7 million next season. Well, thank you for that. Finally, that'll help. That'll definitely help because the Lightning need a break. With the salary caps and everything. So we shall see. That's interesting. I was just looking for, and I can't find it.
What were you looking for?
I was looking for this week's, or not this week's, the last one, the last rankings, the power rankings for the last one that they posted. They haven't posted a new one yet.
Yeah, they do have on here like season is going so far. Like on here, how each NHL season and NFL team's season is going so far, and actually they have the Lightning as not meeting expectation.
Well, that's true. They're not.
Yeah, I mean they have that. I mean they're in the same category as like, the Chiefs.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, I'll see if you can see that. Hang on a minute. Not meeting expectations. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
They're just not. The Lightning are bipolar, inconsistent. Winning and they're losing games. So it's been a little difficult to accept because they've been so dominant over the past couple of years. So I just can't find it for the life of me.
The one thing I will say is that I was really, which will be interesting, is what you posted about the NHL draft.
Yeah.
About the NHL draft being the 2024 NHL draft being in the new Sphere
Mm-hmm.
in Las Vegas.
That's going to be really interesting.
That is really going to be interesting.
I could see that being a big, a lot of people will be talking about that.
Yeah.
So I'll be damned if I don't know where the hell.
I mean, I don't know if anybody can see that or not, but I mean, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Look how that is. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good. So I don't see it. What happened to it? I'll be damned. He must have took it down, or maybe they didn't. I don't know. But again, like I said, I don't always agree with their rankings, and a lot of times it doesn't make sense to me. The Rangers right now definitely, are one of the top 5 teams. But I truly believe that in the long run, everything will work itself out to where some of the more favorite teams are going to rise. I don't know what. Here comes the train. And you can imagine going to sleep at night and the train comes by and it's almost like in my backyard. So it vibrates the walls sometimes. It kind of reminds me of that movie, My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're going to get to the Jerry point of the podcast tonight. I've been doing it for a good couple of years, tribute to Jerry Springer. But it's our final thoughts time. And I'm sure that Hydro is going to have some interesting thoughts coming up with, Thursday being such an exciting night. We're both excited for it. I've been to Nashville before. I've been to Bridgestone before, so I know what pretty much to expect. I expect a lot of traffic. I expect a full stadium. I expect Lightning Hockey to go in there and beat them, but it's going to be a tough game. And the Lightning have been, unfortunately, inconsistent and bipolar. You win a couple of games, you lose a couple of games. You're not used to that. You're used to Lightning just beating everybody, and that's how dominant they've been over this since 2015.
No.
Just, they get into they make the playoffs and everything, and not every time you make the playoffs you're going to get in. It took a couple of times knocking on the door before we broke it down and won 2 championships. So it's the final thought. So give me your final thoughts.
My final thoughts is that hopefully I'm hoping for a good trip and a safe trip. So
and it's a win-win for you because
win for me, and
they're both your teams.
Awesome.
So you win no matter what, unless it's a tie.
Well, either way I win.
That's what I'm saying. Either way you win.
So it's going to be I think it's going to be a fun time. So also want to throw out there that, check out the group page, the Wrestling MMA group. If you haven't already, it is facebook.com/groups/Wrestling MMA 2. I couldn't really put it as Wrestling MMA. The one because that was kind of already taken. So I thought about putting just real Wrestling MMA, but then I was like, I didn't put that. So I didn't really put that. I forgot to put that.
Well, he'll put the link in for everybody, so everybody can see the link to go into that. You've been doing that for a little while. What season are you on now?
I don't even know what season I'm on.
You've been doing it 2 years? Because you started with me. You're going on 4 years. And you started the second year, I think you started that after you started with me. Not really sure. He's hard pressed to know.
I don't know.
We've had people come and go in between.
I'll put it in the group.
Mm-hmm. Some people have left. Some people surprisingly have left.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's whatever.
Is the same person I'm thinking about decided to leave your group too? Because
I don't know. It's whatever.
My final thought is I'm looking forward to Nashville. I've got experience being in Nashville. I absolutely love Nashville. The big mall, the big Christmas tree, the picture where I was with the cowboy hat on and the beard at that time. Couldn't fool anybody though when I went to the restaurants and I started talking to people. They're like, "Oh, he's definitely a New Yorker. He's definitely not, Southern guy." I don't have the draw. I don't say y'all or anything like that. So, they kind of picked me out with the New York accent. And of course, I'm a lot calmer now than I was before. Damn it, I'm definitely calmer. Since there's an angry Italian already licensed in the state of Tennessee, I guess you can call me the mad Italian. Being that I say that all the time.
Yeah.
The mad Italian. No, I have no reason to be mad. My home is awesome. The office is awesome. We were able to do these podcasts here and, take care of business and do what we do. And both Hyder show and my shows. So
I just haven't been able to really get over here in about a week because I was sick.
Yeah, in case anybody was wondering.
We had
a little bit of a break because Hyder had a stomach bug.
No, I got food poisoning.
Food poisoning and a stomach bug.
I don't really think I got stomach bug. I think I just got food poisoning because it was just I would get the food poisoning, like, but I didn't want to, like, my stomach was upset, but I really didn't want to, like, I don't think I really wanted to get it more, like, I didn't eat or anything because, like, I really didn't want to get it more upset. And a lot of people thought that, like, oh, you lost your appetite. I didn't really lose my appetite. I just chose not to eat.
That's
Because I really, that's a choice, buddies. I chose not to eat because I didn't want to upset my stomach any more than what it was.
And if he would have went to the hospital and stuff, they would have said COVID.
Probably.
It's the Joe Biden COVID.
Crap.
You were worshiping the porcelain gods on all fours, ralphing into the toilet bowl, front and back. It's nasty, man. I've had food poisoning once in my life, and it's terrible, man. It is absolutely terrible. It's a nightmare experience. You know, I hope I never get it again. I'm very particular with, you know, where I go out to eat. I'm very picky. I love my Italian food. I love my steak. I love my burgers. I'm an all-American boy. You know, I don't do fish. I don't do seafood. I don't do. I do some vegetables, but not a lot. So the bottom line is, I'm a healthy guy, and I'm in really good shape. So thank God I got my health. But I want to thank everybody for watching tonight's episode of Everything Lightning, Season 9, Episode 4. Thanks for watching. We will be in Nashville on Thursday, and we'll come back at some point in the afternoon, probably on Friday. We're going to enjoy Nashville, man, because...
And we may end up doing a recap while we're there. And
how about that? Would everybody like to see that?
Maybe we might do it in the motel.
We may just do that. We may just do a little show in Nashville live. Do a little maybe, you know, while we're there. You know, do some with your phone. My phone's, I don't know about my phone. I'm saying live. You know, do a live while we're in Nashville.
Yeah.
With the Preds fans. That should be interesting, right? Hanging out with the Preds fans.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you not. You know, I've been there at Bridgestone.
They might not like you as much as they like me.
Well, you might fit in because you have the Southern accent. I don't.
I'll tell them, be like, yeah, I was born in the South, but like, you know, my mom, like, I'm part New Yorker though.
Big old country boy. Their fans are pretty cool. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about Nashville fans. You know, it's not like going to Philly. You know, anything Philadelphia, anything Boston, those teams, fans, it's very sketchy. The relationships, you know, but you don't have that in Nashville, so we should be pretty good. We should be good with that. And you know, I'm hoping that I run into some Lightning fans while I'm in Nashville. I know Scott Van Anoa from the Sticks of Fire is out there, moved there. I was trying to contact him, let him know I was going to be in Nashville. So that's it. I'm looking forward to Thursday night. You know, we'll have a live show or do some lives. So we'll definitely be out there repping our team, win, lose, or draw. We'll be there, and we'll be repping our teams. So I want to say good night, everybody. Enjoy your Wednesday. Let's go Lightning tomorrow night. And that's it.
Wednesday?
So,
you mean Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow's
the Lightning game.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I was like, what? I thought you meant like tonight.
No. Enjoy the Lightning game tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't know what Hyde's got voices running through his head.
I'm Randy Orton.
He's Randy Orton.
RKO.
We're gonna have a good night, everybody. As the countdown comes by, we're out of here. We'll see you in Nashville, Tennessee on Thursday night.
Boo!
Boo! and not yeet.
Yeet.
Good night, everybody, from Everything Lightning. Go Bolts!